Blackberry Jam Cake with custard filling and whipped cream frosting. It's a decadent dessert featuring layers of moist cake infused with blackberry jam, a rich custard center, and a light, fluffy whipped cream exterior. I've got a stash of the giantest, ripest blackberries in the flavor bowl. Why don't I go get them?
Well, that would be cool. Thanks.
It's a flavor fairy thing.
See you when you get back.
This is gonna be awesome!
Oops, sorry.
Keikoku warning.
Oh no! Somebody's in my kitchen! Taking a detour! This cake relies a lot on air to help it rise, so we're whisking our egg whites to stiff peaks. They're easier to separate when they're fresh out of the refrigerator. You can use your hands or the shell. Nope, that's egg white soup. Let it get foamy all the way to the bottom. Here, you have soft serve ice cream. Not yet. I see ripples behind the whisk. Yep, there's a mountain peak in the bowl. Pour this into another bowl, and I'll show you what to do with it a little later on. And no need to wash your mixer bowl here. There's less dirty dishes this way. Genius. Add in half a cup of sugar to your butter there. Yay! Cream it for about 5 minutes. Now, in another bowl, sift together 2 cups of flour, add in 1 teaspoon of ground cloves, a teaspoon of nutmeg, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. We always like to sift the dry ingredients to make sure we get all the lumps out. Then to your buttermilk, add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. This is really cool because the buttermilk is the activator for the baking soda. And it activates and foams and bubbles right up. Kinda cool, huh?
Kinda cool, huh?
Beat in your yolks now. Oops. We should have used a bigger measuring cup.
It's activating.
Add in about 1/4 cup of the buttermilk mixture and loosens things up a little. And alternate in your dry and your wet in thirds, ending with the dry. It's a good idea to scrape down the bowl a lot to make sure every crumble gets mixed in.
I do. I like to scrape after each addition.
We like to mix in the blackberry jam by hand. It doesn't break down the berries all the way. And how cool this looks, you'll see in a minute. Now, those stiff peak egg whites from the first step, fold them in. Take from the bottom and bring it to the top while rotating the bowl. This helps to keep all that air we whisked in. Pour it evenly into each pan. We use cake strips. It's just strips of fabric that we soaked in cold water. It changes the baking process so you get flat tops every time. These layers are so thin, you only need 20 minutes of baking time. Now where did all my cheesecake go? I need more cheesecake. Hey, Jessie, what are you doing here? Where did all your cheesecake go? I had a hankering for a hunk of cheesecake. Well, now I'm out. Do you have any more? I'm on my way to the flavor vault to get the magical blackberries. And there's cream cheese there too. How about you come with me? That sounds perfect. Let's go. We're making a regular, traditional, old-fashioned custard filling here. In the top of a double boiler, which is just a metal bowl over boiling water, add 1 cup of sugar and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Thoroughly mix them together. This will keep the cornstarch from forming lumps. Then, to 1 cup of milk, beat in 2 eggs and add that in too. Stir this until it thickens, and that's around 160 to 180 degrees. It takes like 15 minutes, and all the action happens at the end. It's pretty boring up until that point. There you go. We pour it through a fine mesh sieve just to catch any scrambled eggs we might have made. Stir in 1 tablespoon of butter and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. It'll thicken up as it cools down. And we hurry that along with meltless ice cubes. I got it! I got the key! There's a light switch around here. I'm scared. It's here somewhere. Whoa! Let's make blackberry cheesecake! We'll do that next. Grab a fresh brick of cream cheese, will ya? You got it! We'll need that for the whipped cream frosting we're making. Let's get back to the kitchen and whip up some magic.
Hey, just in time.
Look who I found along the way. Wait till you see this magical cream cheese we got too. We just need to get it to room temperature, and this is the safest way. Plop it in some warm water, and it's ready in like 10 minutes. Beat together your cream cheese and half a cup of sugar until it's nice and creamy. Pour in about a 1/4 cup of the cream to loosen it up some. This way prevents the cream cheese lumps in your whipped cream. Switch to the whisk attachment and drizzle in the rest of the cream. Oh, and don't forget to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. The cream of tartar will keep the whipped cream from weeping if it's had a bad day. Then switch that baby on high gear and whisk to stiff peaks.
Yep, stiff peaks.
Now we put it all together. Take your first cake layer and spread a thin layer of the frosting on top. This will prevent the filling from soaking into the cake. Then pipe a dam around the edge. This prevents the filling from oozing out the side. Place a bunch of those giant magical blackberries around. Some of them have to be cut in half, they're so huge. Spread your filling on top and center another layer on top of that. Repeat again until you're out of cake layers. We're gonna do some fancy decorating here. Oh, I love fancy! We carefully scrape this cool cake cone thingy around the edge. Then we take a spoon and make a swirl on top. It kind of looks dull being all white. There's no sign that it's a delicious blackberry cake, right? We have a solution. We'll give it a skirt of those magical blackberries too. A few mint leaves and voila!
Voila! We did it again. This is great. Man, this is
Leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment. It makes our day.